Hello, and good evening. We are excited to see you again. I, of course, am your storyteller for tonight's chronicle, Gilbert Ramos. We, of course, are the Rolling Nomads. I have no announcements this evening. Instead, I only have Cainites. Let's meet them, shall we?
Hello there. I'm playing Jason Dorn. I had a exciting last night, and I'm hoping to continue it.
What's up, everyone? I'm Trey, Tiny Teeth Trey. Figuring out nicknames. I don't know if I like, but yeah. Let's see what happens.
Hello, people of the world. I exist again.
Indeed, and we'll see for how long. Tonight, Wes will not be joining us. I will be occupying his character for the evening. The player was called away on some important business, so we wish him well and we hope to see him next weekend. Our Cainites, will need all the help they can get, however, being so divided. And with that being said, let's jump into tonight's episode of Book of Saints. When last we left our Cainites, they had arrived at the Nosferatu Manor and been escorted into a sort of waiting area. They waited for a moment as a butler came asking if they required any refreshments. A soda, wine, and water was provided. Mr. BELLSHANE was called away, leaving the other three to their own devices, plus their guide, Felix. Victor bid Hades to stay, standing guard over the three young Cainites. Only 10 minutes, perhaps 15 minutes later, Felix dismissed himself, explaining that he was going to find somewhere private. Now, after some razzing about his activities the night prior, he departed. And then 20 minutes later, a butler returned to this space with Jason, Trey, and West. Began to snuff out candles and turning out lights. Our concerned Cainites attempted to stop him. Trey himself turned the lights back on, only to be shoved away. When the lights finally went out, two doors opened, and the Nosferatu began to stream in. Our young Cainites had been ambushed, it seemed. But for what purpose? Trey quickly turned the lights back on so that no advantage could be had by the Nosferatu. Our Cainites fought, and they fought well. They dispatched a number of the Nosferatu, along with the butler. Nosferatu were grappled, shots were fired, punches thrown, and dogs summoned. The Nosferatu's own guard dogs summoned to Trey's side as Lucille and Hades led the pack, sending several of these Nos into torpor. They quickly left the room, realizing that the dogs were in a sort of frenzy themselves. Keeping Hades and Lucille beside him, our Cainites left this space, dragging along one torpored Nos with them. Their new mission, it seemed, was to find Victor BELLSHANE. But that is not where we find ourselves tonight. Tonight, we find ourselves rewinding time back just a few moments ago. When Victor, you step out of the room as you are called away by one of the Nosferatu's ghouls. You've left Hades behind. What would you like to do?
I'm assuming I'm following this ghoul to wherever I'm being summoned. Correct?
Correct.
Try to make chit chat. And, so, where are we going? And why just me?
You've come on a very auspicious night, sir. We are throwing a small party. Our trusted allies. We recognize your name, sir. Or at least, my employers do. They would like to speak in private before muddied by anything else.
Hopefully we can join the ranks of those trusted allies.
I'm sure, sir. Heads, you turn corner after corner, down hallway after hallway. You descend a number of steps, only 3 or 4 at a time. Those unnecessary, almost small little drop downs. Not sure exactly, after about the 4th set of those, how far you've descended into the manor. Give me wits and awareness, please.
I'm still suffering from my nightmare flaw, correct?
Correct.
Nothing.
None. Nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
Understood. Mr. BELLSHANE, you descend. You walk somewhere within the manor. Finally, you find yourself 2 heavy Purple Heart doors, carved intricately, a strange choice of wood for doors that would likely not really be seen much. That was strange. There's no pictures, there's no insignias, just strange little designs carved into this wood. He pulls from his coat a simple mask. It is a masquerade mask, something acrylic or paper mache, perhaps, dipped in clay. Simple with black and little white lines. Hands it to you. There's a small red ribbon in which to tie behind your head.
I'm just gonna look at it for a minute and examine it, I guess. Why do I need this?
It is a party, sir. What age
There's
ever stick
nothing.
out?
Okay. I guess I'll put it on.
You put on the mask. Fits well. The curves around your cheekbones, right on the bridge of the nose. No discomfort. He opens these doors. Inside you can see a band is assembled off to the left side, playing classical music. You see a cello, you see violins. Inside, you see the Nosferatu dancing. Alongside either Cainites that are of other clans, or ghouls, or perhaps even mortals. They wear beautiful gowns, reds, whites, greens, and blacks, and exquisite suits, all from different eras. Some are modern, a thin trim around the hips, only leaving enough room to step about 3 feet apart between your ankles. Others are lavish, Victorian era, those poofy dresses. Some are dressed even in the attire that you remember when you were mortal. Southern belles line the walls of this space, Mr. BELLSHANE. You see the men courting the women courting the men courting the men, the women courting the women. There seems to be no restriction and no social faux pas in this space. Quite unlike the outfits of their times, at least their tastes are modern. You see tailcoats and slim fit suits, the kind that you would see on the red carpet in the Oscars. You see top hats and canes. All manner of people here, but the one thing they all share in common is that they all wear masks. Finely designed, intricately carved, expertly painted masks. This masquerade of kindred and Cainite and mortal spins in a flurry of color and dead flesh. What would you like to do?
Is the ghoul still leading, or is he just standing at the door waiting for me to go inside?
He has stood at the door. You have not yet entered into the ballroom space yet. Some notes about the space itself. I've described the people. The floor is sort of checkered in diamond pattern. There is a large chandelier. You've seen the band off to the left. There are some tables and chairs with these deep purple cloth over them. There is no food. There is wine to be had, a bar off to the right. There are no windows in this space. And again, you have not entered the ballroom proper. You can see very clearly the difference in coloration on the floor. It seems to be hard wood, and then a sudden meeting of that black and white diamond pattern.
I'm gonna walk in. See what happens.
Your heel touches the space of the ballroom. The gentleman calls out, "I present Victor BELLSHANE." The dancing sort of fades down to a small halt. The band does not stop playing, but they play a bit quieter. Some of the instruments step away from the performance, sort of letting a single violin, a single cello. The ballroom looks to you. Some of them give a bow, some of them just nod, others just watch. Some of them remove their mask to get a little better look at you. No peripheral vision that will be obscured. There are smiles, there are curious onlookers. After 5, 7 seconds, the music picks back up and continues.
During that little lull, as some of them bow to me, I'll bow back. I'm just gonna be like, "Pleasure to make your acquaintance."
The dancing picks back up, spinning in, again, various styles of different times. The scene is yours, Victor. What would you like to do?
I'll walk around and I'll ask some of the ladies to dance, men to dance, whatever, and try to make small talk to figure out who I actually want to be talking to.
Understood. Go ahead and give me a politics roll with whatever you feel would be prevalent in the situation.
Charisma?
Sounds perfectly fine to me.
We gonna rouse the blood. This nightmare flaw is terrible. Success.
It's only one die. What could it hurt?
Eh. 4 successes. Just normal successes.
4 successes. Normal successes. You mingle. You meet other Cainites. You meet mortals here, it seems. When you shake hands, you can feel that pulse. Unless Blush of Life is being used, some of these individuals are mortal. In fact, you recognize some of the names, political figures, and those who may own some prevalent organizations and companies within Mexico. You mingle, unsure of who you're exactly supposed to meet. You're here to meet with the Nosferatu of Mexico. You imply this. The general consensus is you're meeting them. You're meeting them now, Victor BELLSHANE, the Nosferatu of Mexico City. You continue on, implying about a leader. Give me wits and awareness. You can feel free to rouse the blood. I'll say that the difficulty is a little bit lowered due to your mingling.
We'll push the luck, yeah. Success. Eh, 2.
2. Takes you a moment. Once you catch a glimpse, you mingle, you meet many interesting people, many interesting Cainites. You catch a glimpse of a large man. Not large as in muscular. He seems to be broad-shouldered, heavier set. He has thin strands of hair hanging from his chin and his head. His eyebrows are very thin. His skin has little dime and nickel and quarter-sized holes all along his face. He is very clearly Nosferatu. He wears a mask that covers his eyes and comes up into devil horns that curve around his head. Intricately made. You see him in the corner mingling. He tells a joke. Everyone laughs. You recognize those situations. A high-ranking political figure, a lawyer, someone who you need on your side.
I'm gonna ask him to dance.
You go to do this. You see his smile. He has very thin teeth, almost needle-like. A ridiculous amount. These rows of teeth. His smile is unpleasant. His smell, more so. When you begin to approach, someone whispers in his ear. His smile turns to a smirk. He waves people around him away. He speaks to the gentleman. You can feel free to make another wits and awareness roll if you'd like to hear what they say. As you are approaching, ready for a dance.
I'm not gonna route this time. 1 success.
One success. Unfortunately, what is said between them is lost on you. You approach. Scene is yours, Victor VtM. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna take a slight bow and while keeping eye contact and good evening, sir. Would you like to dance?
I would love to. However, I must warn you, I'm not much of a dancer. I was born with 2 left feet. And the embrace has done nothing for me in that regard. So I feel you may embarrass yourself, Mr. BELLSHANE.
Okay, I'll lead. Can't. I'm sliding this one in just to see how he reacts. You can't not dance at your own party.
I suppose that is true. It is expected at some point in the evening. Forgive me, quite rude of me. I am Nikhil. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance officially, Mr. BELLSHANE.
As is yours, and try to shake his hand.
You do. These fingers are varying degrees of width, I guess you could say. His pinky is a swollen sausage. His ring finger is thin and long. It's a mismatch, as if he is made from different parts. But he shakes your hand. It is a firm grip, a strong grip. You think there may be some strength behind some of the layer of fat deposit that remained after the embrace.
As we're shaking hands, I'm gonna gently start tugging towards the floor.
You do this. You can see, rather, you dance. Go ahead and give me performance. You knew this was coming.
Just straight performance or performance and
I'll say
dex?
performance and your choice of dexterity or strength as you're attempting to lead.
I feel like choosing strength is like forcing him to step where I want it to go. We'll do dex. Try to keep from getting my feet stepped on. I'm gonna rouse the blood to make a good impression. And that one failed. 2.
2. He is not a good dancer, as he said. There are a few moments where he scuffs your shoes, bumps into another. No one seems to mind. In fact, they apologize to him when he very clearly, shoves into their shoulders. There's a clear difference in abilities here, but not just between you and him, but between him and everyone else on the dance floor. There is no eyes on him, however. Normally when this happens, there's a murmur, there is a lingering comment after the individual dances away. No one comments on his poor abilities. No one makes mention of him bumping in or anything of the like. I told you would embarrass yourself, Mr. BELLSHANE.
It seems to be quite alright, though. Nobody cares.
They can be quite forgiving of my lesser talents. You've come to discuss something with me, my associates tell me, Mr. BELLSHANE.
More like propose friendship. As you can tell, I'm sure, me and my comrades are new in town and just trying to make friends. See everybody make the rounds, as it were. And I would have been amiss to leave the Nos off that list.
We do like to keep our ear to the ground. We did hear when you arrived. I, for one, am very grateful for your appearance here tonight. In fact, I would be lying if I said that I didn't throw this especially for you and your comrades. I'd hoped that you would arrive within the first few nights, otherwise I would have run out of blood dolls to offer these fine guests. After, I think, a week.
And guests have quite the appetite, it should seem.
Gluttonous. It is a sin in most spaces, in most religions. Do you find yourself a glutton, Mr. BELLSHANE?
I wouldn't say a glutton, a connoisseur.
Ah, so your tastes are refined, only the finest for you, then.
If it can be helped. And yours?
I have learned over the years that gluttony did not suit me well. I admire a specific vintage, a specific flavor in all things. I have my favorites, you see.
It's always good to know what you like.
Indeed, I like privacy. I like structure. I like my friends in high places. I like honesty, Mr. BELLSHANE. Lies and backstabbing are the Camaria's invention.
I would agree. Been betrayed one too many times.
I'm sure that your old allies, if they were anything like mine, would call you a traitor, Mr. BELLSHANE. We are the Zealots. We are the mad death cult. The insane kindred and Cainites, the vampires on the fringes of society. the radicals, if you will, even more than the anarchs. Are you a traitor, Mr. BELLSHANE?
I don't think of myself as one. I think I was too loyal to the wrong person.
Yes. We've all been loyal to the wrong person in our long lives. On an unrelated note. No, I suppose that can wait. You see him look behind you, very clearly glancing over your shoulder. What would you like to do?
Quick spin on the dance floor to see what he's looking at.
You do this. Someone is signaling him. Just waving. He gave a nod as he sees them again.
It appears I might have kept you too long, sir.
Oh no, only long enough for my associates to set up tonight's entertainment.
Do I need to let you take your leave?
No, perhaps you could join me. He quickly comes to a halt, kind of stopping you mid-motion. Begins to walk with you arm in arm toward the band. There, you can see a gentleman off to the side hitting a button on a remote. A section of the floor parts, opens up, about 70 inches long. A television begins to rise out of the floor.
Fancy.
The band does not stop playing. You can see the individuals that were dancing. They do stop. Nikhil says to you, tonight's entertainment is an interesting pick. A veritable sort of variety, if you will. Television flicks on. In it you can see, or on it you can see two screens. Television divided in half. On one side, you can see Felix moving through the halls, checking his corners, very clearly up to something he's not supposed to be. The cameras follow him from the corners of the walls. He catches a few of them, ripping them out of their socket.
What is that idiot doing?
On the left screen, you can see your saints, your Cainites, fighting for their lives. From small cameras on little flower boutonnieres, little adornments on their chests, you can see Jason and TREY and West fighting against Nosferatu. Hades and Lucille tearing at throats. The ballroom begins to laugh. Quite pleasant of you to bring one traitor to me, Mr. BELLSHANE. The others, well, unexpected. A lovely gift.
Just to be clear, since you said honesty was on the table, we came to you in good faith. Now it seems Either you're testing my boys or you're trying to kill them.
Make no mistake, Mr. BELLSHANE, they will be killed. As will you. You came bringing Felix. You expect me not to take that as an act of war?
As I said, sir, we are new. All Felix told us was he would help us make the rounds
Make the
and
rounds.
greet everyone.
Well, he certainly has had you make the rounds, Mr. BELLSHANE. Though your boys are doing better than I had expected. I should have sent something a little more than dregs after them, I suppose. You can see TREY calling. You can see the eyes change from his normal iris into that of a canine, almost yellow. He opens the door and you can see guard dogs streaming in. For a moment you have a moment of fear, concern even, something you haven't felt in a while. But these are your charges. And you think that the guard dogs are going to attack Jason, maybe tear at West's throat, take TREY's arm, but no, they attack the Nosferatu. You raised them well. All the better. The ballroom continues, chuckling and laughing. Felix continues slinking, going into spaces he isn't supposed to. You can see him encounter Nosferatu. Stops them. Speaks. Maneuvers his hands, gives a wave, and then sidesteps as they run toward nothing.
I cannot vouch for what Felix is doing, but there was no act of war intended on our visit tonight.
Mr. BELLSHANE, I don't know how you expect me to believe that. Bringing him right to our door. Under the guise of diplomat, no less. You can see the fight on the left side of the screen is turning very quickly in your Cainites' favors, Mr. BELLSHANE. You can see your boys are fighting. They're fighting well. They aren't fighting together as they were when you had arrived in the city against the SI convoy. But nonetheless, they're fighting. And they're winning. I'll allow you to watch them die first. He's still arm in arm with you. The Nosferatu, the political members, the mortals of this space, watching intently. There are slight chuckles here and there, but it has kind of died down as it has very easily turned into the Saints' favors.
You holding my arm tightly enough to where I can tell that he doesn't intend to let me go?
No. His arm is loose, just that offering of an arm.
You seem to be under the wrong impression that I'm just going to let you kill my people.
I can assure you you'll have no choice. But run to them if you feel you need to. Rush. Fight against this whole room if you must. Whatever makes you feel better, Mr. BELLSHANE.
remember we came to you in friendship. And then I'm going to start walking away.
You do this. He makes no move. He looks to you as you leave. The ballroom sort of passes and allows you space, a wide berth, as you step away from this space. The last thing you see on the screens as you march away is a camera facing the ceiling as one of your boys is dragging a Nosferatu along with him. Where are you going, Mr. BELLSHANE?
I'm headed straight for the door to get out of there.
Easily done. Where to next?
As soon as I get past the door, I want to take that freaking mask off. And then I'm going to start running as soon as it's closed behind me.
You do this, running to your boys, running to the saints.
As best I can remember the path.
Understood. We'll get to you very shortly, but first I need a roll before we depart from your space. I need wits, and we'll call this investigation. Finding your way back.
Not survival like the good old sewers.
Survival can be made an argument for if you'd like.
I would like to make that argument. It's like how when we rolled for it in the sewers for navigation,
I do remember
that
the sewers
mental
well.
map.
I do remember the sewers well. Go ahead and make your roll, Mr. BELLSHANE.
Rouse the blood. Success. Yeah. Three.
3. We'll get back to you very shortly. Jason, TREY, you're in that main space, dragging along a Nosferatu, Hades and Lucille by your side. The lights in this space are out now. Only dim candlelight provides any illumination. What would the two of you like to do? West is alongside you all.
This is some bullshit.
Yep.
West speaks up. What do we do, gang? Split up, look for clues?
I love the idea. I don't think I'm ever doing that. You think you can get your dog to find Big V?
Oh, yeah, and get your dog to find Big V up. I always talk shit, but Trey do this, Trey do that.
Oh, TREY, would you do it for a Scooby snack?
Oh, yeah, fucking, just wait till you fucking go to sleep. I'm gonna fucking bury you. God damn it. I'm gonna try to, ask Hades to go find your dad.
Give me animalism and either charisma or manipulation. Your choice.
Can I use animal kin?
Yes. Yes. Apologies, that's what I originally intended.
Four successes.
4 successes. Hades seems to understand There's a recognition in his eyes when you speak the word Dad. His ears, shift back on the head. He begins to sniff, checking the halls. Do you follow?
Yeah. I also grab some candles. Grab a candle, I guess, in my free hand while I'm dragging the dude.
Understood. Full candelabra in hand. You guys make your way, following Hades.
Oh, hey, you're also getting into looting. Look at that. It's beautiful.
It's for light. Because, some people don't have see in the dark eyes.
Don't be jealous. I don't know why you got to bring that up like it's a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing, but you was just fine with them turning the lights off. It was fine with the rest of us being blind.
I would have gotten the lights.
Yeah. Now you see none of you guys fucking try to stop that big ass fucking mice and men looking motherfucker.
Oh, my bad. I was dealing with the Nosferatu. The actual.
Yeah, the small one.
No, the Cainite. He was about your size. So I'm just saying.
Yeah,
whatever.
Small one, comparative.
Yeah.
Jason.
Almost like
you shot the same person over and over. All right.
I'll have he took many bullets, and he just refused to go down until that last few shots. But
I don't know. I think we did good.
Yeah, we did great.
Yeah. If it's a test, then I think we passed.
Yeah, I mean, I did amazing. Yeah. Yeah.
Pat yourself on the back a little bit too much there, Scoob.
Are there flammable shit on the walls?
Oh, there's so much flammable stuff. There's like little curtains. There are portraits that have the curtains to cover them for a certain whatever occasion. Rich people shit.
Oh shit! What's the most expensive looking souvenir on the wall?
Most expensive looking souvenir. Oh man. Go ahead and give me wits and investigation as you're kind of pricing things out.
That's a 1 success.
1 success. It all looks fairly expensive. There is a portrait that you would recognize. And it does draw your eye. It may not be the most expensive thing, but it's something that immediately makes you kind of halt in your steps. There's a portrait of a thin man in heavy robes, old style, a little, or I say little, but a classical chain of Italian, denotion of lordship and high station. Adorned with jewels. This is a portrait of Augustus Giovanni.
Well, I guess since they did all this to us, I think I can take a few souvenirs. I'm gonna take that portrait.
Oh, you're just gonna carry that big ass portrait around?
Dude, I'm dragging
really?
a body. Let him have his picture.
Yeah, because the body is for fucking information, interrogation. We don't know where fucking Victor is.
I mean, how are we going to interrogate him? He's like stiff.
Okay, and fucking hostage too. We don't know if this is just a test.
I don't know why you're being
if
so
this was a
hostile right
test,
now. Why are you so aggressive right now?
Because none of y'all are taking us seriously. This guy's carrying a body-sized portrait around.
Bro, we fought and we won. We got, our superpowers are bigger than theirs. We're good.
There's like 4 of them.
Okay,
what do you mean?
Instincts. Call them
Even Hannah had 7 at the very least.
I'm just saying,
worry too
we
much.
beat them, and we're good now. I'm looting. It's good.
Jason, see if you can find me something expensive. Like a watch. I'm looking for a Rolex.
Okay.
Are they just gonna keep a Rolex in the hallway?
I don't know, man.
Listen, if I see one, I'll get you it.
I'm pretty sure we passed like a human finger a little bit ago. You guys did in fact pass a glass case that looked like it had 3 digits just on a mannequin's hand.
Yeah, that's
We could start weaning Trey onto human food.
Look, if we keep the longer we go, I'm gonna just burn this place down. All right.
I feel like that's very easily an act of hostility. I don't feel like, Papa Victor will like that too much.
Oh, I didn't even like getting tossed across the room very much either, or getting
Whose fault
my ass
is
kicked
this?
a little bit.
Yeah, whose fault is that?
Their fault.
Fight better.
Yeah, get good.
You shot the same person over and over.
You like the taste of bullets.
I'm walking off with the light.
They follow behind you. After about 10-15 minutes, you're expecting resistance. You're expecting to pass people in the hallway. There's no sign of that here, though.
Where's Felix? Where is this man? I swear, if I found an armadillo just sitting around somewhere.
This was the same door he went out of, right? We went out the same door, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we went through the same door.
I mean, if he's not with Victor, then I'm sure. I don't know.
Speaking of which, we've been walking for 15 minutes now, in this mansion. How big is this place? Jesus.
He's just sniffing at the corners, sniffing at the walls themselves. Jason, go ahead and give me wits and awareness. Trey as well, actually.
Wits and awareness, you said?
Yes, please.
Can I rouse the blood?
Always.
2 successes.
2 successes.
On the blood, at least. Four successes.
4 successes. Both of you notice, Jason, something has plopped onto your left shoulder. Looking over at it, Trey, you can very clearly see as well, this is a large, furry spider.
Oh, that's cool.
Are you it fell on my shoulder?
Yeah.
Trey, what is that? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Looking at it, you can see very clearly its little mandibles, the mouth. It is working something into its mouth.
What is in its mouth?
You look and it is other long legs. Looks like another spider.
Okay. Trey, please move this. Actually, okay. Yeah, no.
Wes looks and says, "That's gross, dude. You know what?
You want to...
I'm not touching that fucking thing. Get the fuck away from me."
What the... Listen, I don't want this on me. Yeah, no.
The spider kind of hops down, still consuming the arachnid legs. Hops down off to the left side of you. You can see it just twist and change. You see Felix kind of wiping his mouth. Oh. Boys?
Felix, you were about 3 seconds from getting a bullet straight through your arachnid-looking face.
Who shoots a spider?
Scared of spiders or something?
I'm just saying that those things got the little... Yeah, not for me. not for me.
You have things.
So they got like the little.
What are you guys doing? You shouldn't be wandering around in the dark.
What are you doing?
Okay,
Where'd
Pot.
you go?
I went to find a restroom.
A restroom?
Yeah.
So conveniently timed to where we get our ass kicked?
Get your ass kicked. What happened?
I point to the body we're dragging.
Yeah, there's him.
That's not good.
Where's
There's
Victor
no
at?
hostile right now. I don't know why, but haven't seen him for a while though.
Victor hasn't returned.
No.
No.
Ah. Um. Why don't we step away? Why don't we head outside and we'll give him a call?
We've been walking for the past fucking 15, 20 minutes?
Yeah, it's been a while.
How are you guys lost in this? You always turn left. It's like the
We're just
rule of
following the
mazes.
You know what? Maybe we should blame Trey for not leading us better, but it just happens.
Wes kind of looks down at Hades and says, I'm going to blame the dog.
Yeah, it's fair.
Felix looks and just... We should step outside. Especially if you're going to drag that along with you. It's not really, the best practice. Just... Why?
Information?
Yeah,
Hostage?
We have questions. He may or may not have answers.
Oh, now you're on the question board. Okay. Fuck it.
Okay.
Picture thief. Fuck steals a picture.
I'm just saying, it's a good picture.
All right. Well, like I said, we should leave.
Well, we can't leave without Victor.
Well,
Can't we just call him right now?
No, not within the house. They have jammers here. There's nothing's getting in or out of this place. That's something that the Nosferatu keep.
Why?
Annoyingly.
Why do you happen to know they have jammers?
No reason.
That's
okay.
real sus, Felix, man.
Anyone can give me a wits and insight roll if they'd like.
Three successes.
1 success.
Three successes, 1 successes. Jason, very clearly, you said 1 success, right?
Yeah, 1 success.
Yeah, no, very clearly it's bullshit. He knows something. Trey, in fact, he turned from the spider into Felix. He's kind of dusting off and shifting. You can hear little metal or little glass clinking in his left pocket. He's hiding something.
Are you working for the Nas? Is that a jammer in your pocket right now?
No, what? No, what do you mean?
What's in your pocket?
My wallet, good sir. My cell phone, some change, a police badge I stole back about 2 years ago, a business card from a nice young woman who works downtown.
Oh, let me see.
Why?
Because you're acting sus. And you took us to the
You
Nas,
wouldn't even
and
know
then we
if I
get
showed
attacked.
you. I'm not. He reaches into his pocket and holds out 2 vials. They look sealed. They look differently made. One is comes to like sharp points, almost like a dagger on each side. Both, though, are very clearly, there is no cork. There is no wax seal. This is just solid glass formed around this red liquid within it.
Fuck is that?
Any reason you got some random liquid in your pocket?
I told you wouldn't understand even if I showed you. It's not for discussion here. We should leave.
We should find Victor.
You boys aren't going to let this go, are you?
Let what go? You the one that brought us here. Now help us find Victor.
Oh my god.
Damn, Felix.
I could be your dad. I could be your new dad. Isn't that what you young kids want? A father figure? Isn't that what you see in Victor?
That's what fucking Wes sees in Victor. He, like a little puppy, but no.
No, I don't. That's not what I see in Victor. He's admirable. He's powerful. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, you're his
Don't
sidekick.
make it weird. I'm not his sidekick. All right? Felix looks at you. See, it seems like troubled children looking for a guidance figure. I could be that for you. Look, Victor can handle himself. I'm sure he'll be fine.
Yeah, sorry about that. You probably need to find some other neonates to try and.
All right, suit yourselves. I wish you all the best of luck.
Is that's what we're doing? See, I was vouching for you too.
Don't make this
I was like, hey, maybe we should have
personal.
Felix join the crew.
Maybe
Felix should join the pack. He's all by himself and shit. And then everybody was like, maybe. And I was like, no, well, I mean, he seems like a guy,
Victor,
and stuff. And now you're just going to leave us?
Victor, you hear arguments. You hear, are you guys hushing your words at all?
Not anymore.
We don't hush anything.
Very clearly, you heard in the distance somewhere like there's a bit of disturbance, and as you get a little bit closer, you can definitely hear Trey lecturing somebody.
Like, that's not what you do to people. That's not what you do to friends.
Trey,
right?
You can see Hades' ears perk up and then rush around the corner.
Oh, now he found
shit.
it.
Did I hear the words that were actually being said, or just I hear his voice lecturing?
I would say you caught the last bit of what Trey was saying.
Dope. As I round the corner, I'm just gonna look at Felix and be like, "You have a lot of explaining to do. We need to leave now."
Mr. BELLSHANE! I was just saying we should look for you. Wondering where you were. Where'd you go off to?
You lying piece of shit.
Yeah, I was right around the corner. I could hear most of it.
Yeah, I figured.
Plus, I got to watch you on camera snooping through this mansion. So that was neat. Yeah, no.
I thought I got all those.
You did not get them all. No.
Well, we should leave then.
You have a lot to talk of. Mm-hmm. And because these people are fucking dicks, so I want to light the place on fire.
Hey, fire time?
Look, so far we haven't done anything, or rather I should say you guys haven't done anything that is directly...
I set the candelabra.
They said bringing you here was an act of war, so fuck them.
There's that quick, huh? That is a big jump into kill.
So that
I'm
you definitely
right now.
You definitely left a lot of things out before you brought us here.
Trey is setting, the wall and the curtains that cover some of the portraits on fire, granting a little bit more illumination in his hallway.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab candles and start lighting shit on fire down the hallway I came.
Okay, I guess I'm bringing a candle. I'm gonna help.
You guys do this. Felix looks at you and says, we could still put it out. You guys could still have a fun relationship, nice relationship with the Nos. There's nothing really All right. I mean,
Just look at us as helping you and your own. No, I got nothing. I'm just gonna keep burning this.
all
The
right.
way I see it, this way they know not to fuck with us because we'll burn their entire fucking worlds to the ground.
There you go.
Or they could be friendly
All
because I
right.
told them we came in friendship, and they said fuck you.
All right. I apologize. I did leave some things out, but we should leave. We shouldn't really, this petty nonsense shouldn't be the goal here. Trey, please stop lying. That is expensive.
Sounds like loot.
Sounds like it sucks to be the people that will get to watch it burn.
Trey, you've reached that space that had the mannequin hand. You're starting to light things on fire around it. Yeah.
Do I see the mannequin hand?
It's a mannequin hand, yeah. These 3 fingers, however, have been cut away from the plastic, and 3 decrepit fingers. The ring finger adorned with a silver ring with a blue sapphire.
Do they look like old boys' fingers?
Old
The
boys'
guy that I
fingers?
danced with? Yeah.
No. They are very clearly just decrepit corpse fingers.
Oh, then I don't care. I was hoping they were his fingers. I was going to make him watch while I fed them to Hades.
Can I take the ring though?
Yeah, just about to ask that. That's a whole ring right there.
Back up, Jason.
Oh,
This is my
great.
fucking ring. You got your goddamn painting. All right.
Victor,
Alright, fine,
as
but
well,
let's
you can
go.
definitely see that Jason is holding a decent-sized portrait. It's not huge. Doesn't need like both hands. You can tuck it under an arm, but it's. I'm bad with sizes of paintings. It tucks under his arm. He's got to kind of keep it extended all the way.
You're going to have fun jumping out the window with that.
Wait, you're going out the window?
We just lit all the hallways on fire. Yes, we're going out the window.
And this is actually, yeah, we should probably leave. Yeah, let's go.
I do need to ask, Trey, did you take the fingers or just the ring?
I mean, I would probably. It's like, would it be easier to just take the whole thing?
It's easier to just take the whole mannequin hand.
Yeah, I'll try and just take the whole hand.
Excellent. Easily done. There's a little flashing red light that goes off within the case. Not really much of an issue at this point.
Fuck these guys.
Their security is really lax.
West
It's like this-
speaks up and just says, eating rabbits, stealing hands. Getting weirder by the day, man. That's all I'm saying.
Fuck you.
Come on, sidekick. Let's go.
Why does everyone say that?
Are we keeping this dude with us, or
We can throw him through the window first.
Yeah, we'll keep him. That way, somebody has no reason to hide anything else because he'll just tell us. Cough, Felix, cough.
You guys, running out. The dogs come in handy here as well. Animals tend to, know where danger is in the wild, and very clearly like running from forest fires. Evacuating the area when an earthquake's about to come, and a tsunami, a tornado, things like that. The dogs can sniff out safety. In about 10 minutes, as you guys are lighting everything on fire, when you guys start to feel that bit of Rotschreck, the frenzy that comes from the flames, you guys find the exit. It is unguarded, unmanned. Felix just looks around and says, I really don't like that there's no one here to stop us. Doesn't that feel strange?
Very much so. I'm gonna kick the door open.
It's open. No one outside except for the night air and the stars muted by light pollution of Mexico City.
Hmm.
They probably
Maybe.
had a second way out.
Or
Or
maybe
it-
we all died. and we're just like living like a replay of our deaths.
Wes kind of looks at
Very
you. Just,
morbid.
Did you? Can you
Would
still
steal
smoke?
something.
Yeah, I can smoke. I can also eat.
Oh, man, this just isn't fucking fair anymore.
I'm just gonna close the door behind me and I'm gonna stick candles to the bottom of it and try to light the door on fire.
You do this. You guys see the fire spreading. It's not exactly just going up and engulfing in flames, but definitely has caught fire. There are guards, rushing from the gate over to the house. The security checkpoint and things like that. They're rushing. They're not really paying attention much to you.
Human or Nos?
They look human. Whenever they're again the same people that kind of checked you in, opened the gate.
If they were Nos, I was gonna clothesline one of them.
Your path is clear, gentlemen.
I've never had such an easy getaway. All right.
This feels like a trap. We shouldn't go home.
Wasn't planning to. We got other rounds to make, but first, as soon as we leave here, we're having a conversation.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Bar?
Can I take him with us, or should I like? I just don't want to carry him around all night. Prefer not to.
We could weekend at Bernie's him. He pulls out sunglasses from his coat.
Fuck it,
Is
yeah,
it
we'll
here?
set him up in the guard shack.
Fuck it. Something.
But first, are you gonna actually answer my questions honestly, or do we need to wake him up? This is your last chance to be honest with us.
Look,
Are we walking and talking, or are we
I
staying?
would
Yeah,
assume you guys
we're
are walking
walking.
and talking. Look, this one was on me. This one was my bad. Should have been a little bit more clear. But I had to. I had to use you as a distraction, and I apologize for that. But I needed to get something done.
And that would be
Acquisition. We can discuss it more when we reach where we're going.
Is that little glass of blood thing you got
Shut
on in there?
the fuck, Mike. You're my least favorite.
Cause, yeah.
With that, I think it's an excellent time to take our break as you guys make your way, burning a manor in your stead as you depart from this space.
be dicks to us.
We'll pick back up very shortly, in about 5 minutes, as you guys reach whatever bar you are going to discuss things. We'll see you very soon. Hello, hello. We rejoin our Cainites, having walked down the street, sort of weekend and burning this torpor Nosferatu prisoner that they have. They arrive at a bar. Now, normally this would be an issue. A Cainite, especially one such as the Nosferatu, in torpor, would draw a lot of attention, and indeed it did. Felix's solution to that was to dispatch, draining everyone in the bar. Now is an opportunity to feed, gentlemen, if you'd like to.
Yeah, I plan to walk in and just be like, "Hello, everybody. You're helping us take part in our vengeance. Sorry." And then I'm gonna start eating people.
Let's calm down.
I'm fully eating and draining a man.
What are y'all doing?
Eat.
Stop. This is.
It's
Why
the-
do these people even live here if this is like a daily occurrence?
I'm just gonna pass a person to Trey.
Felix kind of looks at you, Trey, and is just like, we're going to tie some of them up. And kind of leans into you, Victor, and says, we'll kill them later.
I'm gonna just walk outside.
I'm still holding this person in your face, telling you to eat.
This
I
dude's
don't want to. I'm not hungry.
This dude's freaking out, unable to get out of Victor's grip, just crying.
I'm good.
I try and get
You
kids to
need
eat the vegetables.
to
Eat your
eat.
human.
If I get hungry, I'll just nibble on this guy.
Is it because he's moving? Felix snaps his neck. You gotta get it quick while he's still warm.
I'm gonna just let's take Bernie outside and hang out. Wow.
He's dead
Yeah.
now. Eat him.
You can't take
You
you
need-
can't take Bernie outside. He'll draw attention. That's why we have to do this, Trey. He drew attention. Is this really Bernie's fault? And it takes Nosferatu's lips and says, "I'm sorry, I'm an asshole. I'm sorry I draw all the attention. I'm sorry to all the people that are about to get killed."
That wasn't sincere. I'll just wait in the bathroom.
Good idea. Check if anyone's in the bathroom while you're in there. Send them out.
I'm just gonna sit in the stall until
I'm
they're
just
done.
gonna follow him with the guy that's now a corpse.
True to his word, Felix does tie some people up and sort of binds them and gags them a bit. There's a few people behind the bar that are just kind of tied together. He's looked to you, Jason, and says, "Packed lunches."
Heck yeah. Good idea.
Yeah, we never know. We might be still a little bit peckish after the conversation.
That's true.
What's wrong with your boy?
Oh, he's still pretty new.
Ah,
Yeah. You know,
I'm
he'll go.
leaving this body in the bathroom with you, bud.
okay. Very quickly, the bar is quiet, we'll say. Aside from the little whimpers and, pleas from the gagged individuals behind the bar.
Well, that went well.
Wes goes into the bathroom. "Trey, we're gonna talk now. We're all good, dude. You done in here?"
Sure.
What?
Yeah, I'll be out there.
You taking a shit?
No.
Alright, we'll see you soon.
I'll slowly make my way outside.
Gotcha. You guys all sit down, and Felix says, "And that's how it happened. Now we're here. Questions?"
Just to clarify, we sat down and he immediately said that. Yeah, a lot.
What part did you miss?
How about the very beginning where, for some reason, taking you over there was an act of war?
One of these days that's gonna work. Alright, well, like I said, I'd like to begin this with an apology. I do apologize for roping you into some of this and kind of using you guys as decoys. But I didn't really have much of a choice. Nikhil was... He was a part of my pack way back when. We didn't part on the greatest terms. Well, that kind of covers that. Yeah, that's really about it.
Why didn't you part on the greatest terms?
Difference of opinion, I guess. He's He's very old-fashioned. Our priest and him clashed. We had a difference of opinions on where the direction of things. You know, with the beckoning and everyone leaving, we were kind of left without leadership, without true guidance. And Nikhil kind of took advantage of that. Now, Nikhil's not a great leader, at least not for a pack. He wasn't. And so he just kind of stuck with the old ways, and one by one, my pack got picked off. He didn't adapt well with the times. So I left. He made it very clear that, you know, Mexico City's not big enough for the two of us. Blah, 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 blah. I've been here just fine. But he definitely has grown a lot since then. It looks like he's adapting at the very least, mingling with people and political figures.
Called you a traitor.
I'm no traitor.
He says to the people he just used as bait.
Never said I wasn't going to use you as bait. Technically, it wasn't bait. You were a decoy. Big difference between bait and a decoy.
What about the crystal, Victor? Ask him.
Nikhil refused to change for the times for so long that it got my pack mates, my brothers, my sisters killed. He didn't like what the Sabbat was becoming. He's clinging too much to what it used to be. Times are changing. We have to adapt. But he's so stuck. He wants to be in power. He wants to be a bishop, an archbishop, what have you. He still clings to those old titles. You know, he's fuck, dude. Did you see anyone in there that was Cainite that wasn't Nosferatu?
Think so. Did I?
You saw a few, not many. A large, I would say 98% of that population was Nos.
There were a few down in the ballroom.
Yeah, a few, because the Nos are what makes him comfortable. The Nos, he's shaking hands with them and keeping himself powerful. He's more concerned with himself and the position he holds, not the Sabbat. Not the sword of Cain. He's not concerned with what he should be. And that's what's leading him down. That's what's leading this whole city down that path. Everyone's obsessed with grabbing up territory or making a name for themselves and not what the Sabbat was supposed to be. Without our leaders, everyone off fighting Gehenna, we're left to our own devices, and we're fucking children. Don't get me wrong, I miss the old days. I really do. There was structure. There was a clear line of who is who. But that's not what we can do anymore. We are lucky to still have this city. And by all means, we should fight for it. But we shouldn't be concerned who sits at the head of the table. It's not about that. That's why Nikhil and I don't get along. And that's why we clash every now and again.
But what's with the vials? You said acquisition.
Something that shouldn't belong to him. It's not for him. That's all I'm willing to say on it. I'm sorry.
Is it for you or someone else? You don't have to say who.
It's my little contingency.
Yes, Trey.
I'm gonna put the ring on. Does it fit?
Pinky. On your pinky it does.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Continue conversation.
It's very quickly, Trey. You can tell that it's not a feminine ring. It's not thin, or doesn't have the dainty appearance. There's a thick silver, inlay. The sapphire is a bit large, a bit gaudy. Obviously, the person who wore it was a different size. It was on its ring finger. Now it rests on your pinky.
Oh, Lord Trey.
I don't blame you if you're mad. I don't blame you if you want nothing to do with me. I'm fine with that. Fuck, I don't even blame you if I'm counted amongst your enemies at this point. You could still have a relationship with Nikhil. That's not off the table. Denounce what I did, have an explanation. If anything, what he's good at is Nosferatu shit. He'll see, us part ways and see that we weren't together. So, by all means, I'm balls in your court, Victor. And there's no hard feelings. You'll need the Nos for whatever you want to do. But I don't regret what I did.
I don't care so much that you used us for your personal agenda. What pisses me off is you didn't forewarn us that we could be walking into a trap. That's the only part that really pisses me off.
He doesn't look bothered by your words. There's something, Victor, or rather, for everyone, I should say. Jason, Trey, Jason, when the Hakata elders scold a young kindred or Cainite, depending on which sect or creed they hold. There's always that look of a child being scolded. I'm in trouble. I should look sad. Trey, very similarly, like, that's the proper response. Either that or anger. Ready to push back, to defend your point of view. It's a very human thing to be defensive. Victor, in the Camarilla, there's a regality, a proper etiquette. You cast your eyes down, reflect on the words. You lie. Even if you don't feel as if you're in the wrong, you are to respect your elders. You're to respect someone who is in a position of power. And as of right now, with the four of you against Felix, you hold the position of power. But on Felix's face, there is no remorse. There is no casting of the eyes down. There is no regret. He hears you, clearly. But he's just listening, just waiting for what comes next. Whatever comes next. Victor, I'll say, it's a bit refreshing. The lack of lies, the lack of false sorrow and false regret. You dealt with so much of that in the Camarilla. You dealt with so much of that in the independent societies. You dealt with a lot of that even in Maria's pack. When she spoke, your fellow packmates listened. When she scolded, they knew better than to push back. Now your choices, your emotions, whatever comes next is still your choice, but it is refreshing to see honesty.
Senpai, if I may, I just want to say, it's probably not all his fault. We probably trusted him a little too quickly. So, so just
Trust is a
throwing
strong
it out
word.
there. Yeah.
I don't intend to just cast you aside. You have been a great help to us. Just let us know if we're going to be your decoys again.
Luckily, I think the Nos in the city are the only ones that have a hard-on for murdering me, so...
You said the Warriors didn't like you either.
Yeah, but that's just more of a passing annoyance.
Are we all friends?
We're not enemies.
Yeah. To be honest, I feel like this is like, one of those companion side quests when you do in a video game. We just did your companion side quest.
You are so young.
It's a problem.
Wes kind of leans over to you, Trey, and is just like, we can make him carry our shit.
You're a loot hoarder. I hand him the mannequin with the 3 fingers. Hold this.
Wes kind of leans over. It's working.
You just become a child's bitch.
Felix kind of looks at the mannequin. Where... the fingers still attached, or did you guys remove those?
No, those are still on there.
Yeah, I would have left those on there. I would just took the ring.
These are... Do you guys know what this is?
I was hoping they were Nikhil's fingers, and I was gonna have him watch on the cameras as I fed them to Hades, but I don't think they are.
Yeah, they look pretty decayed.
I think you might get some use out of those, big guy. He hands them over to you, Jason, slides it across the table.
Oh,
Yeah, you are one of those little necro
whoa.
corpse type people.
I don't know if you'll get use out of
Necrophiliac?
them. I don't know if you'll get use out of them, but couldn't hurt to try. Plus, dude who they belong to is pretty interesting. Might get lucky.
Oh, really? Really now?
Please don't tell me those are Giovanni's fingers.
God, no. No.
I'd be very surprised if that were the case.
That would be terrible.
What? I think that'd be a great thing.
No, there's a small little museum in Italy that boasts having Galileo's finger bones.
Ooh.
They don't.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me these are his?
Nikhil's a little bit of a hoarder.
I'm definitely
Galileo.
keeping this.
Isn't that the fucking he like travels and stuff?
The science type, yeah.
The-
You think if we like grounded it up and smoked the ashes, it'll be like that movie How High?
Wes gets very excited. You can see his eyes just...
We are definitely not smoking this guy's finger bones.
We don't know how much truth there is to it.
Yeah. If you want to smoke finger bones, grab one of these guys' finger bones and try that first.
None of those are interesting.
Anyways,
Thank you. I will.
let us know if you use us as bait. We don't turn you over to the NOS. Deal.
Deal.
One step closer.
We should probably get you guys set up with a proper haven.
Our people are out looking for that right now. It's fine.
Right on. Yeah, because they're going to burn that warehouse down, likely.
Yeah, I
Should we,
wouldn't
like,
blame them.
should we
burn
catch
their
up
mansion.
with them? Like, if they know, I mean, if what you say, like, they probably know that they're a part of us. So if they get caught slipping, like, should we like regroup?
And that's why I had you send the text. But I think Maria or Mashenka and Monique, I think they'll be fine for now.
Mental note: who's Maria?
We're, you guys should try to push to have at least a talking relationship with the kill. If not a friendship. You know, being enemies of the NOS can be a fucking problem. So,
I know that all too well.
yeah. So, I would maybe apologize for burning their hallways. Though he's probably just going to claim it as insurance money. He might be letting that fucking place burn.
That sounds like a problem for another day.
Yeah.
Not today.
Where to next, gentlemen?
Who all do we still have? The Warriors?
The Thin Bloods.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Given your current situation, I would recommend the Thin Bloods, honestly. Under normal circumstances, I would say the Warriors next, but if you're going to let this sit with the NOS, might do you have some Thin Bloods on standby during the daytime. Plus, they'll be easy. You can kind of just bully them. Not really. Don't try to bully them.
I have no intention of bullying anybody.
They do some weird shit.
And what do you propose we go back now and try to talk to the Nos? I don't think that's a good idea.
No, just send send a cheese basket. He was always a big fan of cheese.
Okay.
Ram a bunch of cheese down one of these dudes, pointing to the tied up humans' throats, and just send them on over.
I mean, you could send him a package of these guys.
We could
I
just
thought
send
we were letting them go.
Yeah, we'll let him go to him.
Yeah.
I never said shit about letting them go. I kind of want to do that. I want to go to the store and just tape wheels of cheese to one of these dudes and then leave them at their doorstep.
You can do that. It's up to you guys, really. Either way, we should probably... Thin Bloods, I think, are probably the best bet next.
Because we already dealt with one people that don't like you. We can probably go to the Thin Bloods that semi-like you, and that would probably be nicer.
Dude, they look at me like I'm a fucking hero. So long as you don't eat them, they're fine. Or attempt to eat them. Like I said, they do some weird shit. They can put up a good fight, but... so long as you don't actively try to cook them, you know.
Alright, so it's agreed. We're gonna go buy cheese, tape it to one of these dudes, leave it at the gate, because we're not far, and then we're gonna head to the Thin Bloods.
Yep.
Outstanding. Alright. Felix kind of gets up. Gentlemen, we have a choice to make. Kind of looking at the tied up individuals. Trey, any takers? Which one do you think looks good?
Should just let them go.
Jason?
Which one looks pretty fit? You know, like usually better fit ones. You know, less cholesterol.
There's a likely a college kid, just tied up, has a snapback on.
Yeah, that one right there.
Excellent. Come here, buddy. Just hoist him up. You're gonna be our delivery boy, like DoorDash. The rest of you, well,
Send them all.
maybe 2 or 3, maybe 3 most.
I thought we only had 3. How many do we got tied up right now?
There's like 6. There's like a bundle.
Oh, shit. Okay.
1, 2, or 3. I don't. More. The more we send is the more worry of them talking.
Talking about what?
I don't know.
Oh. Never mind.
SI is still a problem, Victor.
Welcome. Burn their house too.
Alright, well, if no one else is gonna start, then I'm gonna go ahead and get started, and you can stop me if you have a change of heart. He sinks his teeth into one of the tied up individuals.
Ah, come on.
I don't care. I'm gonna grab out the prettiest one of the group, and then I'm gonna put them to the side.
You do this.
I'm gonna
West.
send
Go ahead.
Go ahead. What were you saying?
West joins in.
Oh. Hey Jason, wanna go buy cheese?
Yeah, fuck it. I can go buy some cheese. I just start looting through some malts and pulling out some
I'll
cash.
buy the cheese. I'll buy the fucking cheese. Give me the.
No. I want you to stay.
It'll be a good experience for you. I'm gonna go buy some cheese. Get some real
And
good
tape.
With captives
And what?
being drained,
Tape.
Okay. Yes, sir.
cheese and tape being bought by our saints. That is where we end tonight's session of Book of Saints. Interesting meeting with the Nosferatu. Say the very least. We'll see what they get into next week. Next Friday, 5:30 Mountain, same time, same place, same Cainites. I, of course, have been your storyteller, Gilbert Ramos. Found everywhere on social media at Ramos the Nomad. You can find us on Twitch right here, twitch.tv/rollingnomads. You can find us on our YouTube channel where these episodes will be uploaded. The Book of Saints episodes are uploaded every Tuesday when I have the proper implements. You can find us over there on youtube.com/rollingnomads. And keep up to date with our schedule. Anything changes, any weird tech issues we might have on Twitter @_rollingnomads. Again, that's the best way to keep up with us. As frequently I forget Twitch's schedule option, their little cross out and edits that they can make. So Twitter's kind of the best way to keep up with us. Is there anything you guys want to plug? Outstanding. Then that's all I have for you. We thank you all for joining us. We hope you join us again next Friday, 5:30 p.m. Again, same time, same place, same Cainites. We'll see you then.